Okay, what's good, y'all? It's Jay, and I'm gonna be breaking down this R&B beat that I made with Solstice using all the sounds in our kit that we just dropped. So first, I got this MIDI from Solstice. I'll play it real quick. Some like dark, jazzy R&B chords sounded really nice, so I knew I had to make a beat with it. What I did with that is I threw it in this contact bank, Noir Felt. It's like a nice soft piano. You can use like Labs piano if you don't want to go through the process of getting Noir. And then what I did after that is I threw a pad on top of it. This is pad strings in Triton. And for the mixing, I just put a bit of reverb, some chorus, and then I cut out the lows. And to give it some more fullness, I used this grand piano in XV, and it just adds like a little bit of texture to it. A nice like authentic sound. And here's what the three pianos sound like together. Very like ambient and dark. So for the first lead, what I did was I went into Contact and I got this guitar preset, Coffee House Jazz. And what I did was I just messed around until I found something I liked, and I'll play it. Nothing too complicated, just simple notes to like accent the piano. And what I did here is I had these little like slide notes right here, just to add like a bit of realism. You just drag the notes so they like overlap each other. And for this, I put some delay, I boosted some of the highs, cut out some of the lows, and then I added some reverb with this convolver. And after that, what I did was I went into Triton again, and I got the trancer lead. And I just threw in like a really like simple like counter melody that I just clicked in on my keyboard. Yeah, just very simple. Just filling in some of the gaps where the piano stops moving. After that, I went into Xenology, and I grabbed this like a pad stab preset, Dream Heaven 2, and I just clicked in some octaves just to accent the piano a bit more and make it a bit more ambient. Nothing too crazy on here either. So I think I'm gonna play the melody all together so you guys can hear what it sounds like. It's very like soulful. And for the bass, what I did was I grabbed this bass in Triton. Just gonna load up the pointer bass. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna cut out like a lot of the high ends on here, because otherwise it gets like pretty like buzzy. And all I did was follow the root notes, and I added some like higher octaves here if I wanted to like transition better. And also when the chord is changing, I would add like these little like staircase notes to like lead into the next chord. Yeah, pretty simple on the bass line. And I'll play the drums all together. So this is what the drums sound like together. Super simple drums. You want to leave a lot of space on these kind of beats. What I did first was I threw in this snare and clap, and I layered them because the clap is more stereo than the snare. So this is what that sounds like. Some sauce on this is you want to add some reverb on the snare and clap. Just a lot of dry reverb. You don't want any wet on there. And then after that, I added this triangle and this reverse tom, and I would just layer it on top of the snare and clap because I just like how it sounds. And then after that, I added these two shakers. I have the flanger shaker just hitting on every bar. And then for the stereo shaker, I tapered off the velocity as it would go on, and then I messed with the panning just to add some fullness to the shaker pattern. Just very simple and repetitive because it kind of gives the beat some groove. And then after that, I added the kick. And for a beat like this, where it's more like ambient and like laid back, you don't want the kick to hit too often. So I didn't have it hit that often here. And next what I added was this just hi-hat to give it like a metronome effect, just to add some consistency to the beat. This is what that sounds like. It just repeats like that, and then I have it hit an extra time at the end. Just like, yeah, just adding some consistency to the beat. And then I added this crash. That plays with the drums on all of them. And then what I did for the chimes, I used the Elijah 4K chimes. And what I did for this is I'd have the chimes playing at the beginning of the hook, the verse, and the bridge. I wouldn't have it playing every single time. And for the arrangement, it's pretty simple. All I did was add this bass slide that's in our kit. And I would have it all play. So I have a 16-bar hook, then a 16-bar verse, and then I have this 8-bar bridge. And for this bridge, what I did was I cut out the last chord. I stretched the chord on the 7th bar, and I cut out the drums on this last clap. So this is what that'll look like. I cut out the drums right after that. I cut out the bass too, and it gives like this nice like leading effect that the guitar has when it like leads back into the next hook. And this is what that sounds like. It's very nice. It like slides back into the hook, and I just repeated the hook again, and then what I did was I have the verse here, but I removed the kick and the leads, and then I faded it out. So this is basically the outro. Play the beat real quick. It's some like classic R&B. It's really soulful. Yeah, all these sounds and more sounds like this are gonna be in the kit that we just dropped. So cop that. It's in the description. It's gonna be in the comments. It's only $20, and yeah.